At Fulton Bank, we're personally invested in every community we serve. So sometimes we're big in small ways, like finding a way to get Crystal and Dan a mortgage before the baby arrived. Other times we're small in big ways, like local decision-making and financial coaching that helped Fernando open his own shop. Fulton Bank, a community bank that's big and small in all the right ways.
Welcome to the post-Ocean Bowl Games event show. I am Roman Sudan, and I want to thank you all for joining in. And please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because you're going to want to see not only just these wonderful post-game and event feedback, but you're also going to want to see the episodes when we launch, the actual episodes that are going to highlight and show some of the details of what the kids experience day 1 and day 2 with this wonderful game show for kids called Ocean Bowl Games. It's a STEM festival, 2 days now. That's right. We upped it up. We way up. And it's STEM Expo STEAM Festival. The first day, they got to get points doing their brain games and playground games. And then on day 2, they check the leaderboard, of course, to see where they're going to be in the eGaming tournament and playoffs, and then make it to the Esports finals. This is Ocean Bowl Games 2024 from Baltimore. And again, I want to thank you all. Let's get ready to enjoy some great interviews. Let's go. Steam your dreams. Let's kick things off with Middle Branch Recreation Center over in Cherry Hill, Baltimore. I'm really proud of their achievements. Out of 83 teams, Middle Branch had 4 teams in the top 10. Congratulations to Coach Phil and the rest of the young staff over there, young coaches, for helping these kids get through their summer STEAM league. Ocean Bowl Games. Let's go!
You like my hat, man?
It's got solar
panels, fans. So when I go outside, man, I get the breeze on me at all times, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting hot. I'm too slick to be hot. We're Middle Branch Fitness and Wellness Center. We're open to the public from 9 to 9, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 on Saturdays, and it's free. It's a fitness center to come work out. On top of that, we have programming, different programming going on, from STEM programming to have cooking class here, have etiquette class here, horseback riding. So we're just multifaceted when it comes down to programming.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Noah. Quinn.
Emerson, the Kraken Warrior.
Amari.
Lily.
Mara.
We got much better than we did last year. We did represent very well. The event itself was way better than last year. You know, it was more organized, but also I think when we streamlined some things and with your group and my group talking, I think we made things a whole lot better.
Yeah, what did you like most about this year?
What I like most about this year, I like the 2 days. I like that it wasn't all crammed up. It was more like a tech Olympics, and that's how I explained it to our kids, and I explained it to the parents. It was more of a tech Olympics, and just so happened to be Olympic year, Summer Olympic year, so everybody really got into it. We were at the top. I just think we just need more competition, as in more play. Like anything else, we faltered at the end. I mean, we was a game away from the championship. So both of my teams made it to the playoffs. One got eliminated first round of playoffs. The other one did win the first round of playoffs, and they got lost. I mean, they lost in the second round. So I don't think we just need to do anything but compete even more. We're going to get better at what we do. We just got to do it more than just once a year. Well, heroes. I mean, I think the heroes are the unsung people of the world. I mean, we putting these kids in situations that they've never been in. What I loved about my team losing, and yes, I said about my team losing, the tears that they had. I mean, that competitive instinct. Some of them, one of my little girls was fan, like, I don't even know where this is coming from. And I was like, good. Like, we're getting down into that competitive instinct, and you actually cared about winning. You didn't want somebody to just give something to you. So I think the world today is missing that competitive edge. It's very few. And to narrow it down to some kids, to just get some kids that don't know each other, get on a team, they play against each other, and they cared enough to just win. I mean, to want to win. And they weren't sad, they weren't upset, as in, the usual pouting, and this is what I deal with. The kids that lose at a game and they get really upset. No, my kids were upset that they weren't the winners, but now they had that competitive edge, like we want to do it again. We want to do it again and again. And I'm like, that's good, because last year, we didn't do well at all. And then this year, we had kids say, no, we're going to do well this year. And we did. And then next year, I can see another group saying, hey, we want to get even better than the last group. So competitive instinct is something that isn't given these days due to the climate of our world and the everybody gets a trophy type world that we live in. And I'm looking at these kids, my two top groups, they were just competitors. And what I liked is they were multifaceted in age. They weren't just all the same age group. They weren't all the same gender. They were mixed in. They got in there and they said, you're very diverse. Let's just go do it. I mean, we were even racially diverse, but we did it. We got in there, we did it, and these kids came together and they became a bond. They became a bond on the bus, which is something you guys don't know about. They wanted to sit with their team going back.
Yeah, I got to represent, because according to record, at this year's Ocean Bowl games, 2024, well, we had a record amount of kids. We had over 240 kids. You guys scored 24,472.
I think I have to. Well, we kind of worked together, and yeah.
Mostly it was the math hoops, because we got a lot of points. Hoops.
Matt Hoops, okay.
The fishing game. However many fishes you caught is 100 points. So if you got 2 fishes, you got 200 points in it.
Exactly. So how many fish did you catch? Or did y'all catch?
9.
You caught 9 fish? That's really good. So who caught the most fish? Okay. Do you remember what type of fish you caught?
I like the 2-person game where you had a whale and a person where you had score aqua ball too.
What about the questions that were in the game?
They find them annoying. Figure out the right answer and then losing because the other team's pushing it back while I'm trying to find the answer.
Yeah, that's the intent of that game.
Oh, I like to use the questions as ways to win, because they will stop the ball if you answer the question, and if you stop the ball, it will stop it from being able to go. But of course, it's the same thing for them. But I could use it against them and hit it, and then
Like the other game where it's there's 3 dolphin, there's dolphins, and then one person goes at a time, and we scored more points. It was a lot. Yeah, it was fun because we got to score more points, and we got 8,000 something.
I interviewed some of the other rec centers and some of the other kids around the city that participated in Ocean Bowl games this year. And they were just really uplifting and showing love to one particular individual that was doing a great amount of sportsmanship and giving and encouraging other players from other. We're going to give a special prize to Kamora. So we had 2 MVPs, as you know. We had a red pot MVP and a blue pot MVP. But once I saw the footage and heard from everybody else, I wanted to make sure for you understood that people like me and other adults, we really appreciate you encouraging your fellow kids and fellow players and gamers, because sportsmanship, that's what it's all about. These games are really just it's supposed for you guys to have a fun, safe place where you can play them. We have a bike for you. Yeah, we have. I hope you can ride this thing. Can you ride a bike?
Not really, but I'll take it.
Mr. Blackwell's gonna present to one of his favorite gamers this year's Ocean Bowl games. That's right, and we have this wonderful bike. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. Come. She's so shy.
She's so shy.
Yeah, those are things that I look at as a recreator. I look at those milestones. Those isn't always the trophies and the medals. It's more of what happened with this kid. How do we impact their lives? And we did with this group. I mean, for those who don't know Kamora, she's a very shy kid. I mean, super shy kid. And to hear that her sportsmanship. I mean, she spoke up to other teams and don't worry about it. You know, we'll win next year. We'll see y'all again next year. And picking up it was one particular group that lost, and the young man went off really steaming, crying. For her to follow behind him and get him together, you know. I'm not saying he really took in everything she was saying, but just her and that initiative, and for her to be the shy kid that she is, as you'll see on the footage when she received the bike, that's her. So to see this kid says, hey, you know what? I mean, we lost too. It's okay. You know, that was really good to see that. It was like a proud papa moment, you know, for me. And my team here and my kids, they hear me say all the time, anybody can be a nobody. It takes somebody to be somebody. And every time we go on a trip, before we get on the bus, we all say that. You know, we're going to be somebody. So we want that kid to look in the mirror one day and say, hey, I am somebody. And I know it's not easy, like I said, with the climate of the world today. But for all of that preaching from my side to actually go into effect, and you see it go into effect, and now this kid gets rewarded for it. That was really a special moment for me. That's probably my most special moment this time. Floored by them playing the NBA math game and how competitive they got.
Fresh, 'cause I see the block.
Yes.
I see the block.
Yes, how competitive they got with that. And, you know, as a former math teacher myself, I like that it was teaching them to think without a calculator. So that could have been played a little more, especially since it brought out the competitiveness in all the teams. Yeah, man, we coming back next year. We love the food. Everything was good. But, you know, I wasn't hungry once we started getting really competitive, and I started my teams. You know, after the first day, you know, in the top 10, I think we had like 4 or 5 teams in the top 10, and two of those teams wound up being in the top 6. So yeah, you know, I wanted to eat. I wanted to keep on kicking booty. You know, that's what I wanted to do.
I love it. We appreciate Middle Branch so much. Appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys also.
We want to see you guys back in the playoffs and hopefully winning and taking home an Ocean Bowl games, trophy, a plaque.
We'll be back.
Give a shout out to your boys out there.
I'll give a shout out to my man Lucky, man, champion again. I nothing I can do to take from you. Way to go, Harlem Park. And being a Harlem Park alum myself, kind of was like, yeah, get Harlem Park. My man Antonio, Robert C. Marshall, and of course, you know, he and I are just competitive at everything we do. I'll see you on Saturday, Antonio, at golf with our kids. And then we had a new group. We had DeWees in there. Like, oh my God, now I got a new competitor. So I got to take them out. But we finished ahead of them this year, but they made it to the championship on the other team. So it is what it is, and congratulations to DeWees, and hope to see them back, and hope to see this thing get bigger and bigger.
We have DeWees, we had
Medfield, yeah.
We had Cecil Kirk.
Cecil Kirk, yeah, they weren't competition, so. They weren't any competition.
Drusilla, did we hear that?
Yeah, Drusilla. Drusilla know who I am. Come see me. Drusilla and her team for bringing all their teenagers to cheer their team on. That was another idea that I'm a steal. So it's all right. And that was really good. And the fact that the teens came and actually interacted with their kids. I thought that was really cool for them to have their own cheerleading squad and that type of stuff. So Middle Branch will have our own.
That's right. Your Harlem Park, man. Lucky is lucky. He called it back to back.
He did. He surely did. So,
my man, now he's talking about 3-peat.
Okay. It's a win-win for me, but I still want to win my own.
Let's go, man. That's so right. When I say Steve, you say dreams. Steve, yours?
Dreams.
Let's go, y'all. We really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Ocean Bowl Games 2025 coming to you next year. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, we want to thank you guys so much. Anything you want to tell other kids out there?
You're special.
Have
like
fun.
everyone
Work
else.
together.
Everyone's special.
Have fun, work together, be safe.
It's all about having fun.
Teamwork.
All about having fun. Teamwork, yeah. All right, when I say steam you say dreams. Steam your?
Dreams!
Let's go.
Did you know one of the first lessons you learned is also a great way to earn a 4-year degree from a top university while staying right here in Montgomery County? Earn your first 2 years of credit at Montgomery College or another college or university, then transfer into one of 9 Maryland universities with in-demand programs at the universities at Shady Grove. Save on tuition and earn the same high-quality degree that you would at the university's home campus. USG, 9 universities, 1 campus, great results.